Welcome to the DC Hammer Show. Today's Red Dragon update involves the ever-present struggle for free Taiwan to remain free, and for the communist state of Red China to attempt to enslave that island, which in 1544 the Portuguese named Formosa. Formosa meaning beautiful island, and Taiwan truly is Formosa, one of God's true works of art. Replete with placid lakes, majestic mountain vistas, and wondrous waterfalls. A land of peaceful places and smiling faces, from ancient tribal cultures to members of what the Taiwanese call today the happiness boom. 1, 2, 3, go! ，Yes, the Taiwanese are a happy bunch, prone to random displays of warmth and unafraid to display their outgoing exuberance and love of life. And yes, as global news shows us, not only are the Taiwanese a happy bunch, but they also know how to party. So although the Taiwanese are going through a happiness boom, contrast that with the unhappiness bust displayed by subjects of the Red Dragon. Unfortunately, the Red Dragon wants to lower the boom on this idyllic island. The Portuguese would call that, well, feio verdade, or the ugly truth. But the Red Dragon is hell-bent on raining fire down on those naughty Taiwanese, who just don't seem to understand that submission to the tyrannical communist state is their only path to true peace. You know, the peace one attains by solitude or eternal rest. Rest like dying Chinese dissident Liu Xiaobo is feeling. But as The Economist reports, China might is forcing Taiwan to rethink its own military strategy. The technique Taiwan might use to deploy is described as becoming an indigestible porcupine. In other words, making it so distasteful to the Red Dragon to try to swallow Formosa whole that it may have to rethink its entire posture as far as invading that small island. But as Emperor Xi has stated on more than one occasion, Taiwan must and will reunite with the mainland whether they like it or not. But Xi is not the first one to make statements like that. The communist leadership of Red China has been making those statements for 70 years. But Xi has upped the stakes as he has sent bombers and warships to circle the island, sending a clear message to the Taiwanese that resistance is futile. But since Taiwan has honeycombed its island with bunkers and is firmly dedicated to remain free, this initiative by the Red Dragon may be more difficult to achieve than they believe. And as long as Taiwan has a strong ally in the White House, President Trump, America remains its closest military ally, and with the combination of Taiwanese resolve and American military might, the Chinese are staying in abeyance. Yet Taiwan realizes that it can't always rely upon the presence of a strong ally, as in the form of America, if the leadership changes once again and someone with less nationalist fervor than President Trump takes over. So the Taiwanese are spending billions of dollars on upgrading their own military, including building new submarines. And although Emperor Xi continues to feel obligated, in essence, by the nature of the relationship between the Red Dragon and Formosa, to continue to rattle the sword and prepare to invade, the relatively slow growth of the Red Dragon's amphibious fleet casts doubts on whether the idea that the People's Liberation Army is really willing and able to pull off a full invasion. And although Emperor Xi is continually unhappy, even though he tries to smile through his smirk, as China News Net indicates, President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un are all smiles as they continue on the peace path. So what's wrong with those goofy Taiwanese? Don't they know a good thing when they see it? A once-in-a-lifetime chance to get on board with the Red Dragon parade? And, well, avoid the burning fire of the unhappy Red Dragon, prone to send unbelievers in the communist dream state to re-education camps. Or worse, sorry, Emperor Xi, I meant better. And we don't want the Taiwanese to feel they are special. The Red Dragon is spewing its fire everywhere, including 1,000 miles from Formosa, as the communists try to rein in those silly Indians. No, not the Pocahontas kind, the indigenous population of the area of Arunachal, alongside Bhutan. As seen in this photograph on scroll.in, the indigenous population is not too happy with the Red Dragon's desire to rein in that entire area into the fold of the Red Dragon. Oh, that Red Dragon, prowling the earth in search of more prey to devour. Sounds familiar, kind of like that other Red Dragon, the one at war with all of God's creation. But let's save that thought for another program. And now, thanks to Arrow, the DC Hammer Show is available as a podcast. Just go to Podcast Garden and search for the DC Hammer Show or News Narrative Analysis Associates, NNAA. So until next time, God bless.